A $50,000 watch does not tell time better than your phone. It does not make the day longer. It does not make you more productive. It does not perform some magical function that a normal watch cannot do. And yet, people spend the price of a luxury car on something that sits quietly on the wrist. So the real question is not, why does this watch cost $50,000? The real question is, why does someone want it? Because at this level, a watch is not really about time. It is about psychology. The first reason is identity. A luxury watch tells people something before the owner says a word. A Rolex Daytona, a Patek Philippe Nautilus, an Audemars Piguet Royal Oak. These are not just accessories. They are signals. They suggest achievement, taste, discipline, and membership in a world where details matter. But the interesting part is that luxury watches are not always loud. A serious watch does not need a giant logo across the dial. In fact, many of the most powerful watches are only recognized by people who already understand the code. To most people, it may look like a simple steel watch. To a collector, it may be a rare reference, a discontinued model, a special dial, or a piece that took years of waiting to get. That hidden recognition is part of the attraction. Luxury watches create a private language. Not everyone notices, but the right people do. And for many buyers, that makes the watch feel even more valuable. The second reason is scarcity. Human beings naturally want what is difficult to obtain. If something is available everywhere, it feels ordinary. But if it is rare, limited, or almost impossible to buy at retail, desire increases. That is why some watches become more powerful, because they are hard to access. The buyer is not just paying for steel, gold, or a movement. They are paying for the feeling of entering a world with invisible doors. A $50,000 watch becomes proof that they got in. The third reason is emotion. People like to explain expensive watches logically. They talk about craftsmanship, mechanical movements, finishing, heritage, and investment value. And yes, those things matter. But most people do not fall in love with a watch because of a spec sheet. They fall in love with what it represents. A promotion, a business milestone, a major birthday, a first serious success. A reminder that the long nights, risks, failures, and sacrifices finally led somewhere. That is why watches are often bought to mark moments. You do not just wear the object, you wear the memory attached to it. The fourth reason is permanence. In a world where almost everything is digital, disposable, and constantly updated, a mechanical watch feels different. It has weight, texture, craft. It does not send notifications. It does not beg for attention. It simply exists, powered by gears, springs, and human engineering. That is part of its emotional power. Nobody truly needs a $50,000 watch. And that is exactly why owning one can feel like freedom. It is unnecessary in a way that proves choice. But there is also a darker side. Luxury watches can become insecurity disguised as taste. Some people do not buy them because they love horology. They buy them because they want to be seen as the kind of person who owns one. And that is where the psychology becomes dangerous. Because the best watch collectors understand one thing. A watch should reflect who you are, not replace who you are. At its best, a $50,000 watch is craftsmanship, identity, memory, and achievement wrapped around the wrist. At its worst, it is status anxiety with a luxury logo. That is why the psychology behind an expensive watch is so fascinating. It is never just about time. It is about recognition, scarcity, success, and the human desire to make achievement visible. A phone can tell you the hour, but a watch tells a story. And for some people, that story is worth $50,000.